Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our hard mode modded playthrough where I'm going to start off with explosions. So boom, boom and boom, because I made a mistake. Here. We want to put in the wheels in here, many wheels in here, and as you can see I have raised this all up. This is all up to correct height now. I've already done a hole all the way down there and filled it back up again, so that's all done and dusted and sorted. I just need to do around it. I was figuring out going around doing things here, and this is 10 wide. It needs to be 11. So there's one to go. Hence why I've blown a hole out down there. The actual dam does go into the rock by one, so that's all prepared, so we can blow around it and not worry about it. But yeah, that needs to go down to 11, and I was very confused as to why. Basically, I was putting the road in. I was going, I get 5 this side and only 4 this side, and something's not right, and I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, oh, that's only 10 wide. Oops. Okay. But that's fine, because we can explodify more things, and we can just get our beavers to blow it up as we go. Yep. We need to go down to this level for this one here, because that's the shaft where the power is going to go up and down, and we will figure out what exactly I'm going to do with it. I haven't entirely decided on how I want to do the power wheels in here. I kind of wanted the we're going to put these in down here, but I'm also thinking about the vertical ones instead, and have them run along, like parallel to them, to the wheels, and then just run a shaft up and down either side. I think we get more in doing it this way. Yeah, we get more in. Well, it's going to be 11 across, and I can dig down a tunnel all the way to the ground and all the way down here as well if we want to. Although that one would be a little awkward because that's the way the wheels are going to face. The wheels are going to basically be like this here, and the other one's going to be here and here and here, and then the back of this one will be where this hole is here. So that could go down and connect to the power underneath, run back and forwards on the power underneath. So that would be fine. I also don't know how high we are, like off the bottom of the map. I don't know if we could go down some more, whether we could get down there, blow up some more down there, maybe even put in like 2 rows of the vertical ones to go back forwards. Because previously I was going to put in 3, like that. But now we've got space on either side as well. It kind of makes more sense to go the other way and have 11 across. Because this way we were going to go, was it 4 high? 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 high, which is 10,000 a go. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4, 8, that'd be 120,000. If we went 11 across, that's obviously 110,000, which is 10,000 less. But we've then got space around it to put other things in as well. So I kind of think we might go that way, and that's why maybe we could also blow a channel out underneath here, and sink some more in, because, well, the power wheel is going to go here, like that. Maybe pause the game so that I don't actually come and build this. And then we've got enough space for 5. We can do 5. So the vertical ones are 3, so we only need to go down one layer down here, and we can get 2 rows in. That's 220,000. I think we're going to go that route instead, which means there's a few other things we need to do. First and foremost, we haven't cleared out everything here because I've run out of storage space for it. We have nowhere to store the logs. I did enable the woodcutters briefly because I thought we might need to. Didn't need to. That was a mistake, but that's okay. We can deal with that. We can still clear this. And it also doesn't matter if this is underwater because they can still come and collect stuff from it. That's fine. We have loads of gears and loads of planks in stock, because I've just got loads of space to store them. We've got loads of gears there, loads of planks and stuff there, and then they're being transported over to this side as well, and this side as well, so that's fine. So that's all being picked up from here, because we're not making any that's it gears or planks or anything like that at all. We haven't been making them for quite a while now, actually. So yeah, so that's fine. So we need to get the power in here. What else was there? The other thing as well was the bridges. I came up with a brilliant idea with the bridges. I thought, oh, maybe this will work. It'd be fantastic. It'd be wonderful. Okay, we could put a bridge in. Instead of doing this here, we could put a bridge in, which would be great and fantastic. And then we can put a platform in the end, which I can't do. So that kind of spoils that straight away anyway here. Same as these ones here. You can't do this here. So I can't do that. So I could I'll put it back one. That'd be fine. And then we just put a bridge on top. And then we can run the power on top. And no, you can't. You're not allowed to. You cannot build on top of that. They're actually too tall. These are technically 2 tiles tall. So I can't build on top either. Which I'm really just like, I mean, they're great. They're fantastic. They're designed for Rails. I know they're designed for Rails because they're part of the Choo mod. So they're not designed to do what we're trying to do here with them. But because I've got to run power around as well, just not going to use them. I'm just not going to use them. The bridges don't. They just don't. Yeah, I've got to build this sort of setup here anyway to get up here. So I'm just not going to use them, I'm afraid. I could offset the power by 1 line and have the power run next to the train track, but then that's stupid. I can't directly build on top of them because they're only 1 high. Because they're technically 2 high, so you can't build platforms on top of them anyway. You can't build 2 or 3 on top anyway. We'd have to go up by 2 to then get another bridge in on top like that, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort. I could put the bridges on top just to make it look aesthetically pleasing, but let's be honest with you, platforms are just way cheaper. Way cheaper. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with platforms. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. Also, I discovered these 2 fermenters that I put in. I don't remember what I've done between episodes or not. There's been a lot because I've had to fix little things here and there. But I put some fermenters in to ferment the soybeans, and they weren't keeping up. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I realised I don't have any storage for fermented soyas here at all. I've got canola and I've got soybeans, but I didn't have anything for fermented soya. So I changed the fermented cassava to be soybeans, so now they've got some, and then the food started building again. Really started dipping. The food started dipping. Also, our population nearly hit 300 people. And that's because I have been building these, and I hadn't removed the old ones down here. So they were both running. Some of them were both running that. So I've lowered the priority on a lot of these over here. So they weren't building as quickly. Yeah, I think I lowered. Yeah, so these ones got built, and I was like, oh no, lower the priority so they don't build them yet. We need to do other stuff first. So move them. Now we're going down in population again, which means the food going up, which is good. It's not that we're not producing enough food. Ironically, I actually need to put in more farms here to clear the kohlrabi, which don't have enough. So yeah, we're going to need even more farms here for the kohlrabi. Now my question is, do I? We're gonna clear this here anyway. Like that, okay. But do I put more farms in here and just have more kohlrabi going, or do we get cassavas on the other side of the road? So we've got kohlrabi this side and cassavas the other side. Maybe we could even swap it around. Which do you reckon? Do you reckon? Because it's the same here. We've got 1 big farm and 1 small farm, basically. By putting in the extra farms anyway, they will farm both types. You just like say, hey, you prioritize kohlrabis on this side, and this side will prioritize cassava, or vice versa. But do you think that'd be a good idea to split it? It looks as if we're only using basically like this side. If you can, let me pause it again here for a moment. If you can kind of look at this here, we're going up to about here and down to about here, and that is slightly bigger than that. So we're probably only using one side of this farm to keep up with the kohlrabis anyway. So this whole side of the farm, or more probably better, it's this side, the smaller side of the farm, isn't needed. It could work on just this one side and we'd still have the same amount of kohlrabis. So we could change the smaller size to be cassavas. And cassavas are better for us. Oh, I need to remove some of this stuff here. Don't want to leave areas that have been marked down for chopping trees active if you're not using them, because it helps the game not chug along so much. So yeah, okay. That's fine. We should only have 2. Yeah, okay, right. Well, yeah. So we could swap this for cassava. So cassava is, it takes 5 days to make 1, and this takes 3 days to make 2. So it's way slower. However, when you ferment it, in the fermenter, you take 4 and make 10. So it's twice as fast. Over twice as fast. 4 to make 10. I don't know what the actual ratios are. I'm not going to go into that. How many per day this is, obviously this is 0.1 per day, and this is whatever it is per day. And then you, when you ferment it as well, it brings the number up of how much food you actually get. And I don't know, probably kohlrabi and cassavas are about the same. So yeah, so maybe we could change the large side to be cassavas because they take longer to grow. So you want more of them. And then have the small size kohlrabi. And of course, we'll eat less kohlrabi because that also has cassava to go. And because we're doing power up here, we could run the power along here and maybe over just to here. And then right here, we could ferment them all. Have like loads of fermenters going on. And have them export. Which means we wouldn't do cassava here. We would do maybe corn? Perhaps. Maybe we could do corn here or something. What do you think? What do you think? Should we do that? Should we have split two? I'm leaning towards yes. I like the idea of it, but we'll see. We'll see what you think. We'll see what you think. So, okay, okie dokie. So, let's explode this one. Oh, let's explode this one. Let's do a line of explosives. Not really something I should be saying in a YouTube video. Blow that one up as well. Blow that one up as well. Maybe even blowing things up isn't something I should be saying. Do you know what? I don't care. The beavers like it. The beavers like it. Okay, put in a there. I want to put in. Oh no, you're on this side of the road. So that's no. I want to move this road to be the other side of there here because we want this space for planting perhaps corn. Who knows? Put in that there. Okay. I don't want to path over that. What I want to do here is I want to put in a train crossing. So I think it's like that. I think it's that the arrows are the track. So we want to do that there and that there because we're going to have a track here as well. So okay. We'll do the same here as well, but I need to establish this one first before I do that, otherwise I'm cutting off huge area. Don't want to do that. Okay. Okay. So, the dams are done and raised up higher. Everything has been abandoned from back here. The water should raise to level 8. Raise to this height here. So it'll go to 9. So it'll go to 8.5 or 8 3/4 or whatever this is here. Yeah, so the water should raise up to this level here, which means this area here shouldn't get flooded. This area shouldn't get flooded, which is fine. All good. Our berries shouldn't get flooded. They're all level 9. They may get flooded briefly, but it should be fine. It should be fine. This is also not prepared over here yet. So we're still a little bit short on the water output. But it was working fine with 9 and 9. Do you know what? Whatever. You've already built that. Fine. It's fine. It can go there. It's fine. Not a problem at all. Yeah, not a problem at all. So that's fine. You just build that there. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. That can live there. That's fine. In fact, you know what? Let's build one on the other side as well. Because they use a lot of wood. So boom. And they'll start spinning slightly. They'll give it a little bit of power. So maybe we could get ourselves a lumberjack, not lumberjack, got plenty of planks, but a plank and a gear factory running. Because I don't have any of them at the moment. We're running on supplies right now for gears and planks. So, oop. Okay, right. So let's speed up time. Let's let this do the thing here. I'm kind of liking the idea of maybe doing the 2 verticals there. Ah, that's something else as well. We only have 8 beavers that don't have any jobs because because everyone's been dying of old age. We've been thinning the population a little bit because it popped. I do have, however, you can see here, I built loads of builders huts, and I explained in the last episode, only builders can pick up goods from the floor, can pick up rubble, and put it in storages. They can't pick it up and use it for build, they can only pick it up and use it in storages, which is a little annoying, but that's just the way it seems to work in this game. So because of that, I put in loads of builders huts so they could come and collect all the stuff, and it worked. It worked. They filled up loads of stuff here. There's still loads more to grab, but that's okay. It did the job. When it comes to these dams and things back here, I'm kind of going to leave them all in place. This one here, this one here. I'm going to leave them all there, so that we're pumping all the water out the other side of this. The idea is going to be to come back at some point and possibly clear this area out. And I've just realised there's something else I need to do. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, so the water's never going to rise above level 7 because it's going to flood over here, or level 8, sorry, it's going to flood over here and then pour over the edges here. I need to put in a row of levees all the way along the back here. Just realised that. I just realised that, which means we're probably not going to get any water coming this way. It's going to all pour out this side here. Oh, you empty. Let's get we could get District 1 doing that, I think. The problem is getting rid of this here so we can get down to this level again. If I get District 1 doing it, we'll take them. We've got a lot more buildings in District 1. Let's get District 1 doing it. So come on here, go along there, go along here. I could get both districts doing it actually, or at least both districts kind of helping to start with. So we could do this and have this one come along and run up here, and as long as they don't touch, it's fine. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get both districts, at least to start with. I think District 1's going to be the one, or not District 1, the main district, the central district is going to be the one that's going to do the actual the long haul. But you can at least help, maybe build a bridge here or something. So let's put in 2 levees. Hey, I was doing something then. Autosave, how dare you? Like that. And then we only just need literally levees back to there. These provide an invisible wall up quite far, like really far up in the sky, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, and then we have to put in a bridge here, and do you know what? Well, I can't do the double bridge thing because we can't build over to it. I was going to put in a steel bridge. But then I can't bridge the other side to create the other connection because we need to get to here. See that? Although we are here anyway, are we not? We're not. Oh no, you've blocked the way in. That's okay. We might be able to be fine here. Let's mark some resources for demolition. We might be okay with this actually, because I've just realised we're kind of here anyway. We have access to this path anyway, so we might be able to clear these out here and run a path in. And then remove all of these, and we could build the bridge. Now we can't build a double bridge here because we need to build that one first, and that's way too far away from any construction we have. So what if we only built a steel bridge like that? That looks really bizarre. These are really designed to be like, yeah, redesigned to be 2 and 2. So do you know what? We're going to go with standard bridges. It's not big enough. No. See, that's 40. That's 55. As much as I'd like to make it look pretty, I can't. So we're just going to go with the standard. A lot of research. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Boom. Bridge of that. Bridge of that. Okay. There we go. Right. I'm going to make the removal of the plants here the priority. So do those first. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. Also, would you please do this and do this? You're done here. Okay, cool. Right, so that is a connected path. It is a connected path. Awesome. So if I remove this and put some dynamite in here, and then once you build that, we remove this and put some dynamite in here, and then do the same. So we've got trains crossing. Yeah. Make that priority too. Okay. Okay. So we have many things to do, many things to sort out. Little things. We're very close to the train tracks, which I'm looking forward to. Very much looking forward to as well. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We've got 8. Circling back around to what I said about 15 years ago and just previously forgot. I put in loads of builders here to pick up the stuff got there, but I can get rid of these builders and put in research, which I kind of want to do. Because having so many beavers builders is great for picking up the stuff, but it doesn't really work when it actually comes to building things. A lot of them are idle, not doing a lot. Oh, excuse me. So let's put in some. Let's make these like the lowest priority. Yeah, so then beavers will come out and go elsewhere. These are lowest priority too. There are haulers. Yeah, we don't have many beavers. We've got no spare beavers in this one here. I think this one is what I've done as well. I've changed the population thing. I set this to 0. I should probably now set this back up higher because it's got the beavers. Maybe. Yeah, let's set this back to 100. Okay, so at least we'll get some beavers in if they're over here. Let's do a bit more balancing. I don't think we have enough of these enabled here to get to the 50 beavers required, which is weird. But then I think our well-being has actually kind of dropped a little bit. So maybe we'll enable another 2. Do the same over here. Yeah, enable those 2. We'll get going. And then these ones don't actually have any beavers running yet, but they will do in time. I just need to re-establish the food surplus because there was a bit of a problem. Okay, and then we'll put in some research, which really I should be trying to get the number crunch going, but we're not going to be there yet. So just so we can get some actual research coming back in again because we've so. Okay, so we have things to be built, things to be cleared, things to be done. Yeah, many things to happen here. Let's watch the water flow because this is the thing that I was a little not concerned with, but curious about. I think all of the water sources are behind our dams now. Yeah, so all the water sources are being captured by us. So everything's pouring into here right now, and it's filling, and it's filling, and it's flowing this way apparently. Yeah, that makes sense. It should be flowing this way as well. Not as much this way. I think that's because this dam isn't as open as this one. We kind of force the water to go this way, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. It'll eventually overflow. Yeah, it's all pouring around. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat today, I swear. What I'm concerned at is, will the water... It's going to flood here, that's fine. But will it flood over here? It will flood over here, but let's just let it go and see what happens. And that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. The water flows over the top and then can go down. As I said, these have a barrier that's really goes high, but they can't. They don't block here, which means the water's just flowing back over again. However, it's taken up to the next drought to fill this dam. So, yeah, interesting. Okay, so it doesn't mean I can't ever connect these two together, which is very awkward because there's no way I could do it that way if I wanted to, but we don't need to. We don't need to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize these even higher because it's very clear they're not coming to do them. Is kind of annoying, but I think that's because they're coming to pick up these. The second anyone takes a log to go and build this, they're like, hey, there's loads of logs, pick them up, go. So, but okay, but here we go. We have a decent reservoir, so it's only going to fill to this level here, which means it's not coming out here at all. None of our wheels are moving, so we need to address that. But that's fine. That's fine. It's a problem I recognised already, and it was going to happen. So we will leave this one here. We will come back next time and we shall carry on from there. What do you think about this? Should we do just carry on kohlrabi, or should I do the cassava here and ferment it on both sides? This will be both sides doing it. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. But if I do, which side should be cassava? Should it be the larger side? Because obviously the cassava takes longer to grow, so that makes more sense. So let me know what you think. We shall implement it next episode. But for now, we can leave it as it is. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.